What's going on? Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports, and I have our latest NFL power rankings. Coolest thing about the internet, if you don't like my power rankings because you don't like where I ranked your favorite team, get at me on IG or on Twitter at Mitchell Renz 365. Let's get in now to these power rankings. Number 32, the worst team in the NFL, according to me, the Miami Dolphins. I don't care that Josh Rosen came over. I don't care about Ryan Fitzpatrick. Miami Dolphins, the worst team. 31, Arizona Cardinals. They finished 3-13 this year. Maybe they finish with more wins this upcoming year. The Cincinnati Bengals coming in here at number 30. The worst team in their division. Andy Dalton, red hair. Come on, can't really trust that guy. 29, the New York Giants. Thank goodness y'all have Saquon Barkley, because if you didn't have Saquon, you'd be stuck with Noodle Arm Eli Manning, and that team would not be looking so sharp. So those are my 4 of the worst teams in the NFL. Let's keep this one rolling. Number 28, the New York Jets. So I went from the Giants to the Jets. Things aren't looking too good in New York, or I should say New Jersey. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 27. New head coach Bruce Arians. Ken Jameis finally showed that he was worth first-round pick. Washington Redskins, 26 here on our list. Who's playing quarterback? Dwayne Haskins? I hope so, because I don't want to see Colt McCoy out there. 25, the Buffalo Bills. I think they had a pretty solid draft. They're not the worst team in their division. Josh Allen, can he keep it going in year 2? So those are my 8 worst teams in the NFL. But if you guys watch Chat Sports and you're a loyal watcher and you're already subscribed and you got those notifications on, you're going to know that I'm going to ask you this question. Who is the worst team in the NFL? I want you to comment below. So if you're watching this video on Facebook, good job. If you're watching this on YouTube, comment below. Who is the worst team in the NFL? And I'm going to be looking, because I'm going to find you and I'm going to see who you think is the worst team in the NFL. Speaking of YouTube, make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/chatsportstv. We do NFL content. We do NBA content. We're breaking it down. We bring people up on screen. We're always interacting with our community here. Again, make sure you subscribe, youtube.com/chatsportstv. Now, I'm going to take a quick commercial break, but hey, don't go anywhere, because I'm going to tell you who is the worst team in the AFC West. Number 24, the Denver Broncos. Joe Flacco coming over, taking over for Case Keenum. It doesn't matter. Worst team in the AFC West. Now let's go to the Detroit Lions. You guys know that I'm not a believer in Matthew Stafford. It's hard to be. Dude's 0-3 in the playoffs, but hey, he can chug a beer better than Aaron Rodgers. That one's no doubt about it. Number 22, the San Francisco 49ers. Can Jimmy G stay healthy? Because with Jimmy G, this team is no doubt a lot better. And when you're looking at an elite tight end in George Kittle, who set the NFL record for most receiving yards by a tight end, things I think are looking pretty good for the 49ers. Now, they had only 2 interceptions in 2018, but you're looking at that 4-12 record. They haven't had a winning season in the last 5 years, but they're ranked number 22 in my latest NFL power rankings. Number 21 on my list here, the Oakland Raiders. They added a lot around Derek Carr. You add Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams. You're going to try to protect him with Trent Brown. Oh, yeah. On defense, you added LaMarcus Joyner, and you go out and draft Cleveland Farrell, number 4 overall. Running back Josh Jacobs. The only thing with the Raiders, man, they got the toughest schedule in the NFL. You got 2 home games, and then you're on the road basically until week 9 when you're coming back against the Detroit Lions. So we have a very good following here at Chat Sports for the Raiders and the 49ers. So I'm going to ask everybody who's watching right now, who's going to have more wins in 2019? I want you to type R for Raiders or type 4 for 49ers. Be an overachiever. Tell me how many wins the Raiders and the 49ers are going to have in this upcoming season. Let's keep these power rankings rolling. We're headed to Jacksonville. We're going to find my number 20 team, Nick Foles. Maybe you can get this team back on track. Let's not forget, 2017, the Jags probably should have been in the Super Bowl because they lost to the Patriots in the AFC title game. Number 19, the Tennessee Titans. I'm not a believer in Marcus Mariota yet. The Titans, they continue to go 9-7. Will they 4 straight years 9-7? We'll see. The Carolina Panthers at number 18. If Cam Newton's healthy, they might move up a little bit, because what Christian McCaffrey did last year, bananas, 107 receptions, set a new NFL record for most receptions by a running back. That 2 dynamic duo right there, that's special. The Baltimore Ravens at number 17. They might only throw the ball 17 times this entire year with Lamar Jackson and this awesome offense. You add Mark Ingram, but like if you played with the Baltimore Ravens in Madden and you hit ass Madden, I can almost guarantee you a running play is coming up. Now, we're still rolling through here. We've got my top 16 or my worst 16 teams in my latest NFL power rankings. But we got a lot of viewers here at Chat Sports, over 100,000 subscribers. So who is your favorite NFL team? Not who's the best, not who's the worst. Who is your favorite NFL team? Let me know if you got any jerseys. Continue to interact with us here at Chat Sports. Make sure you guys subscribe at youtube.com/chatsportstv because we're always breaking it down with our fans here. We're bringing people up on screen. We're asking you guys questions. We do mailbags. We are the most interactive sports channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe. youtube.com/chatsportstv. And another pro tip, make sure you turn on that nice little bell. It's a notification so you know exactly when we go live and exactly when we post a video. Can you do that for me? Awesome. Let's keep it rolling now. My top 16 teams in my latest NFL Power Rankings. The Green Bay Packers. They have Aaron Rodgers. Yep, that's about it. Number 15, the Pittsburgh Steelers. What are they going to be able to do without Antonio Brown? They also don't have Le'Veon Bell. Can James Conner continue to show that, hey, he's a really, really talented running back, had 12 rushing touchdowns last year. Big Ben led the NFL in passing yards with over 5,000. AFC North, though, this is one of these divisions that I think is totally up for grabs. And the fact that the Steelers didn't make the playoffs 9-6-1, I think it's, again, you're looking, they need to win 10 games to basically lock themselves in to a playoff berth. Number 14, the Atlanta Falcons. Interesting stat about the Falcons. 13 of their 16 games inside a dome. Matt Ryan and the Falcons play a lot better in the dome. Oh yeah, Steve Sarkisian, deuces, you're gone. The Minnesota Vikings coming in at 13 on my list. Kirk Cousins, can he get it done? When you pay a quarterback $84 million, guaranteed money, you better make the playoffs. Great receiving core there. Can the defense step up? Can Dalvin Cook stay healthy? The Vikings are number 13 on my list. Top 12? Y'all ready? 12-pack? You know it. Seattle Seahawks, led by quarterback Russell Wilson, the highest paid quarterback in the NFL right now. Also interesting stat about the Seahawks. They led the NFL in rushing yards in 2018. See what happens when you get rid of Tom Cable. They also greatly improved on special teams, which I don't think is talked about nearly enough. Remember how I said Russell Wilson, highest paid NFL quarterback? Yeah, dude's making $35 million this year. Chat Sports, I'm not asking for $35 million. But if you want to give me what Kirk Cousins is making in 28, guess what? I would totally be down for that. So those are the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL per year. But I want to know from everybody who's watching right now here on Chat Sports, who is the most overpaid quarterback in the entire NFL, okay? Is it Russell Wilson at 35? For me, it's Kirk Cousins making $28 million with a Vikings team that I think is pretty talented, and they didn't even make the playoffs. Didn't even make the playoffs. Kirk, if you get mad at me, guess what? Find me at Mitchell Renz 365. Let's go to Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Hopefully you guys are loving this ranking at number 11 on my power rankings. Is that okay? The Philadelphia Eagles with Carson Wentz. Can he stay healthy? Because if he can't, you don't got Nick Foles anymore because he's now with Jacksonville. I think with this offensive line is healthy, you could argue it's the best offensive line in the NFL. And I think it's one of the reasons why they went out and traded for running back Jordan Howard. But also, you still have to be able to keep Carson Wentz upright because without him, it's not looking so pretty. So the Eagles, they're coming in now at number 11 on my latest NFL power rankings. Now, I'm going to take a quick commercial break, okay? Quick commercial break, but I want you guys to stay tuned here. Keep watching us here on YouTube at youtube.com/chatsportstv because now I'm going to break down my top 10 teams in my latest NFL power rankings. The Houston Texans, led by Deshaun Watson, and I think the best wide receiver in the NFL, DeAndre Hopkins. There's nobody more consistent than DeAndre Hopkins. Let's get in now to number 9 on my list, the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys we have probably more Cowboys fans than any team here at Chat Sports, the loyal watchers. And if you're not already subscribed to our Cowboys channel, please get with the program. YouTube.com/Dallas Cowboys Report, where my man Tom Downey tells you everything what's going down here around the Dallas Cowboys. But the Cowboys last year, they were so much better with Amari Cooper. Like, so much better. We went to a Monday night football game. The Cowboys were 3-5. We're like, man, the Cowboys are in trouble. And then Amari just came walking on over and started scoring touchdowns. Plus, you got Ezekiel Elliott, who I could argue is the best running back in the NFL. And you have DeMarcus Ware, probably the best edge rusher in the NFL. The Cowboys are doing good things down there in the NFC East. Speaking of the NFC East, is it the best division in football? Not according to me. What's the best division in the NFL? Is it the AFC West? Is it the AFC North? Let me know in the comments section, but guess where I'm going next here? I'm going to go with the AFC North, and I'm going to go to the Cleveland Browns, led by second-year quarterback Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, 27 touchdowns last year, set an NFL record for most passing touchdowns by a rookie. Now, they do have a first-year head coach in Freddie Kitchens. Can this guy get it done? Because for the first time in a long time, the Browns have so much hype around him. You go out and trade for OBJ, you signed Kareem Hunt, you had a lot of talent on offense and defense. But having the Browns ranked at number 8 seems kind of weird considering they went 7-8-1 last year, and we were throwing a party. The fact that the Browns went 7-8-1 last year, we were like, oh my God, the Browns, look at what you're doing. But 2017, 2016 combined, 1 win. I'm not a math major. That's not good. Let's go to number 7 now on my list, the Chicago Bears, led by Mitchell Trubisky, quarterback entering his 4th year. They traded Jordan Howard away. But when you look at this team, okay, from top to bottom, I think they are one of the most well-rounded teams in terms of offense and defense, and you're led by Khalil Mack, who is just an absolute dominant force. Number 6 is going to surprise some people. It's the Kansas City Chiefs. Why are the Chiefs ranked 6th? Because I'm just going to be honest with you, I don't think Tyreek Hill's playing this year. There you go. I don't think he's going to play. Patrick Mahomes, I get it, 2018 MVP, threw for 50 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, over 5,000 yards. But without Tyreek Hill, that's going to hurt the offense a little bit. Now, I get that they lost D Ford, but you traded for Frank Clark. That defense is still a little bit of a weakness, but I'm a little bit worried, and we might see a little bit of a, do I say sophomore slump for Patrick Mahomes? It was his first real year, but a little bit of a slump without Tyreek Hill. Let's go to number 5 now on my list, the Indianapolis Colts, led by quarterback Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL, and if you don't think so, don't at me. Don't, because I don't want to hear it. Their defense played inspired football in 2018. Think about this. They were 1-5 last year. 1-5 and then won 9 out of their last 10 games. They started playing solid football when it mattered the most. A very balanced offense, a very balanced defense. But like I said before, it's led by Andrew Luck, who threw for 39 touchdowns last year. Sure, it's nothing compared to that guy who we just talked about, Patrick Mahomes, of 50. But the fact that Andrew Luck won NFL Comeback Player of the Year, the fact that they add a lot of talent around him on offense, the fact that this defense got better, and the fact that Andrew Luck now has finally a healthy offensive line. Go figure, Colts. When you protect your best player, you end up winning games. Now, I'm going to ask another question here. So if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you guys are always commenting below. Who is the most overrated team in the NFL? Have I mentioned them yet? Are they still yet to be mentioned? Is it the Browns? Because, hey, they went 7-8-1 and they're a top 8 team in my opinion. Who is the most overrated team in the NFL? I want you guys to comment below. So again, if you're watching on YouTube, great job. If you're watching on Facebook, really good job. Facebook.com/chatsportsNFL. Make sure you guys follow that there as well. But I want you definitely to subscribe to YouTube.com/chatsportstv. We're producing NFL news, NFL rumors, we're doing watch parties, we're producing NBA content, all sorts of stuff. The most interactive channel on YouTube. We give our fans a voice. Come on along for the ride. Make sure you turn on those notifications so you know exactly when we go live. And I'm going to get into my top 4 teams in the NFL. The Los Angeles Chargers. I think they're the best team in the AFC West. I think Phillip Rivers, Melvin Gordon, Keenan Allen, oh yeah, and a guy named Hunter Henry, he's back. Plus, then you look at that defense. Melvin Ingram, scary good defense. Joey Bosa, if he's healthy, Melvin Ingram, Joey Bosa is a dynamic duo. The Los Angeles Chargers, watch out for them. The only concern with the Chargers, as always, is can Phillip Rivers not have any more kids? No. Can Phillip Rivers get past Tom Brady? Because he's 0-8 against him in his career. Let's go to number 3. I guess we're staying in LA. The Rams, the team that lost in Super Bowl 53 to the New England Patriots. Jared Goff, I think, is really continuing to show that he was worth that number 1 overall pick. The biggest thing that scares me with the Rams is Todd Gurley healthy. Because when Todd Gurley is healthy, I would argue he's the best running back in the NFL. 21 touchdowns last year, total touchdowns. But the knee arthritis is starting to scare me. Also, Wade Phillips, he's my dude. Yes, he was a horrible head coach, but in terms of a defensive mind, when you give him a lot of talent, the Rams, man, looking really good there at number 3. Number 2, the defending Super Bowl champs, the New England Patriots. Tom Brady, going to be 42, doesn't matter. This team, I'm never going to count out the Patriots. I put down money every single year that the Patriots are going to be in the Super Bowl. It's a smart investment because they go to the Super Bowl for what it seems like every year, 3 straight years to the Super Bowl. And guess what? I'm predicting Tom Brady, the New England Patriots, they're going to Super Bowl 54. But you know who they're going to play? The New Orleans Saints, the number 1 team in my latest 2019 NFL Power Rankings. Drew Brees, I don't want to hear that he fell off. 10 out of his last 11 years, the dude's thrown for over 30 touchdowns. They're still playing elite football. You trade Mark Ingram, that's okay. You got a guy named Alvin Kamara. The defense still super, super solid. And one of my favorite moves that the Saints made all offseason, they added tight end Jared Cook. Remember when Drew Brees had a tight end named Jimmy Graham, how good that offense was? Now imagine he's got the defense, you continue to have that awesome running game, and now you add Jared Cook. The New Orleans Saints are the best team in the NFL, and if you don't like it, get at me at Mitchell Renz 365. Or you can comment below and tell me who you think the best team in the NFL is. I had the Saints at 1, the Patriots at 2, the Chiefs at 3, the Chargers at 4. Those are my top 4 teams, but I want to know from everybody watching right now, who is the best team in the NFL? Now, let's do a nice little recap of my latest 2019 NFL Power Rankings. Dolphins, Cardinals, Bengals, the Giants. We're going to stay in New York, and then we're going to go to the Jets, and we're going to round out the 28 through 25 with the AFC East, with the Bills. 24, the worst team in the AFC West, the Broncos, Lions, Niners, Raiders at 21. 20, the Jacksonville Jags led by Nick Foles. Titans, Panthers, the Baltimore Ravens. 16 through 13, can the Vikings finally get into the playoffs with Kirk Cousins, because you're paying them a whole bunch of money. Now, the top 12, the Seahawks, Eagles, then the best team in the NFC East, the Dallas Cowboys. Top 8, the Cleveland Browns. Oh no, Mitch, the Chiefs at number 6, are you sure? Yeah, I like the Colts more than the Chiefs. And then my top 4 teams in the NFL in 2019, the Chargers, the Rams, the Patriots, and the Saints. If you do not like my NFL Power Rankings, guess what? Yell at me on IG and on Twitter at Mitchell Renz 365. Make sure you guys are subscribed to Chat Sports here on YouTube, and make sure you guys are always checking us out on Facebook. Turn on those notifications so you know exactly when we go live. Make sure, again, one more time, youtube.com/chatsportstv. You better subscribe.